Tashdele everyone. This is broadcasting live from Una. Una is one of the bigger border town in the state of Himachal Pradesh, and we are a few kilometers away from the border of the state of Himachal Pradesh. Following the border, the Punjab state, and then this will be followed by a few other states until Tenzin Tsundue here reaches his destination on March 10. This is his 7th day since he embarked on his 1 month long journey from Dharamsala to Delhi on February 12th. And basically he is on his journey trying to generate awareness on China amongst the general Indian populace, and particularly request the Indian government and the Indian Prime Minister Modi ji to repeal the One China policy. And One China policy, every inch of One China policy entails aggression and expansionism, and therefore he is trying to educate the people, the masses, on the One China policy, and therefore request the same to the Indian government. So we're a couple of kilometers away before either today or tomorrow Tenzin Tsundue exits the state of Himachal and then embarks into the state of Punjab. And we are here with Tenzin Tsundue, who will join us to inform our supporters and member groups on the One China policy and the objective of his march, which he started on February 12th.
Hi, so my name is Tenzin Tsundue. I'm an activist and a writer based in Dharamshala, and at the moment I'm on a march to Delhi. This is going to take me almost about a month. Today is my 7th day. Every day I walk on an average about 17 kilometers, sometimes even more. So my main aim is to highlight the issue of Tibet in the India-China crisis. And it's timely because India is in need to find a solution to deal with China, and military is not the best one. So therefore, when India is looking for a diplomatic political solution, I am suggesting that Tibet is the answer. Because China has invaded Tibet, and then from the occupation of Tibet, China is today threatening India with military incursions, claiming certain states and also certain parts of Indian territory, and also causing Galwan Valley massacre. So therefore, India is troubled by China's way of maintaining that kind of borders and difficult, troubled relationship. So in this, but then most Indians, even today, there is very little awareness about Tibet. So on the march, I am daily distributing these kind of pamphlets, one in English and also in Hindi, illustrated with pictures and maps and details, and also QR information also here. So in this way, I'm trying to give as much information, create this awareness in Indian population, and my demand is that India must repeal One China policy. I think if India really has to and wants to deal with China strongly, we must look at China's weakness. The biggest weakness for China is Tibet. China has not only occupied and maintains control over Tibet, China is very insecure in Tibet. The 6 million Tibetans have always demanded independence of Tibet, return of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. China has not been able to assimilate Tibetan culture, Tibetan people. They are very proud and independent-minded, and their practice of religion and culture has robustly been kept alive by Tibetan people's efforts. And China today is troubled. They don't know how to further mingle, assimilate the Tibetan people. So therefore, China's biggest weakness is Tibet, and China fears that if there is some kind of revolution in Tibet, it may spread in East Turkestan, southern Mongolia, maybe China itself. So I am asking government of India to repeal one China policy, because one China policy, I'm giving 5 reasons why India must repeal one China policy, and all these 5 reasons I believe are compelling and very important. And when I do this kind of grassroots in the people awakening and awareness, it's been picked up by local media in Hindi, in Punjabi, and local hill dialects. So people are getting to know. This is a way of getting to the government. So repealing one China policy for India is very important. But for the government to directly take up on this policy may be difficult. So therefore, many other channels are needed to open up. So repealing one China policy, India cannot do it alone also, unilaterally. There is need for international coordination. The United States has already said in its Tibet support and policy resolution, it has already said that Tibet is an occupied country. Now this is the first step, most essential and first step. And I believe that maybe TPSA 2020 could galvanize, could invigorate certain these kind of steps, maybe parliamentary steps in Europe, in Canada, maybe in Australia, and different other countries. So such kind of developments are really good in cornering China. Many of these countries could also develop their own reasons why repealing one China policy can be a new policy for many of these governments. So as Tibet support groups, I want to firstly thank ITN for doing this live broadcast, and also giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak to the ITN members, member organizations in my personal capacity as an activist. I must have met many of you in different THG conferences or in Dharamshala or many other places, or at least you may know some of the things that are happening in India. So my request is, if ITN could take it up as a campaign, and among all the THGs, there are almost about 400 THGs around the world, and if each of these THGs could draft 5 reasons why that country, whether it's in Europe or Australia or Japan or Taiwan or America or Canada or Southern America countries, if you could draw 5 reasons why your country must repeal one China policy, if such kind of campaigns can be picked up, created by all the TSGs, it will be a wonderfully internationally coordinated campaign that can truly once again reinvigorate the Tibet movement, which can then connect to movement for East Turkestan and Southern Mongolia independence. So there is a huge capacity and the potential to make it not just international movement for Tibet, but global movement for other countries who are under Chinese occupation like Tibet, or who are threatened like Hong Kong or Taiwan. So I see there is a huge potential for all of us to come together and work, and it's quite simple actually, developing a campaign like this and lobbying, doing grassroots work just like how I am doing today here in India. It's much more difficult with a large population and very minimal information about Tibet, because here is one case where Indian textbooks, whether it's school textbooks or college or university, none of Indian textbooks talk about Tibet. And that's mainly because India firstly created what is called the Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai, friendly relationship with China. And later, after 1962, Chinese invasion of Arunachal Pradesh, India froze its relationship. So therefore, For 70 years, India maintained almost a kind of a censorship on Tibet. It's too difficult to imagine Indian population talking about Tibet because they have no idea. So therefore, it's a huge task. It's a Herculean task making Indians talk about and pick up the Tibet issue. But I hope and sure that at grassroots level, lobbying and also working with different other NGOs among India and particularly with the Himalayan population, we can do it, and it is possible. Okay. Okay, namaste.